Hi, I'm Roshani, founder of Roshani Architects and a principal designer here. We are working since 14 years in this field. When we visited this space, we saw huge potential in designing a different type of villa here. We have created this space using a different theme that you could call a classical theme. When you see this house, it totally looks like a palace from outside. Although we have used some modern interiors, but as far as exterior is concerned, it totally looks like a palace, a classical theme. But with that, we have added some backyards, some walkways, gazebos, which can just not add the aesthetics but also functional and practicality of the house. The main entrance that we have taken is this foyer connecting the lobbies and living area. So the main idea behind this foyer design was to give a different vibe when anyone enters the house. If you see this living area, you'll find we have used a glass partition behind the TV wall. So the use of this partition allowed us to separate this living area from the foyer, but at the same time, it is accessible and visual from every corner of the house. We have used glass mirror on the ceiling, the living area. The idea behind that was we didn't want to use any wood, any veneer, any brown color, yet wanted to make this house very beautiful and a different monotonous look. The concept behind the kitchen was I wanted to keep the space open, because when we have open kitchen, that looks very beautiful. But our client wanted to partially close it. As far as partition is concerned, we got an idea we can use glass here with glass profile. So we adopted using a fluted glass. So if you see this partition, the fluted glass actually created totally block view of the kitchen from the living area. When they want to open it, when there is no one in the kitchen, you just slide the partition and you will get a connected kitchen with the living area. The second concept behind the design and color was, if you see the kitchen, that has totally 4 platforms on every wall. The concept which we take in the kitchen is either L or peninsula or parallel, but here we have adopted a totally different design. Every platform on the different wall has different functionality. As far as color is concerned, I wanted to give a different vibe in the house. Since we have taken the entire house monotonous, just we added a few colors in the kitchen, which brings a different vibe in the house. If you see temple area, we have taken a small area in which we have designed the temple. So the idea which we adopted to have some French doors, some checked partitions with the wooden door, which actually complements the color of temple, which if you can see, we have used a beige texture in the temple and a wooden door on the front area. So the main idea was using that door was just to make the temple visible from the house. Also at the same time, if someone is using that, they can just close the shutter and have a peaceful aura inside the temple. When I was designing the master bedroom, I actually had no idea what design I have to add up for that room. The client was very closer to us. They had some requirements. So at the later, what we thought, just go with the vibe, a very soothing beige interiors, put some mirrors on the wall. That will be very different, very simple bedroom, but will look very beautiful. We have used a mirror which is reflecting the opposite wall, the partition that we have used in dress area, and that mirror is adding a very different element in that room. As far as wardrobes are concerned, you'll see we have used 2 elements in every dress area. One is the solid doors, one is tinted glass doors. If they have some messy stuff that they can keep in the solid wardrobe shutters, and if they want to showcase something, that accessories that they can keep in the tinted glass doors. We have used some LED mirrors in the dress area, which are actually adding more warm effect to the interior part and which are actually loved by our clients. The main concept behind mirror is that it actually adds the depth to the space without overwhelming the designs. Mirror actually reflect the opposite wall. So if you want to design something and you don't want to use a lot of materials, not heavy walls, just place a mirror over there. It will automatically it's a design by reflecting the opposite wall. This was the main idea behind using the mirrors. As far as emerging trends are concerned, there is no restriction of design. Our client want a very modern, very maintenance-free house, very low maintenance house. This is the key point that you have to follow in the designing part of any house or any project. When we design any house, it takes a lot of time, starting from planning to the execution and getting the house completed. Meanwhile, when we interact with the clients, with vendors, with the team, there's a lot of things which we learn. Every project teaches us a lot, and that actually helps us to continue our journey in making more beautiful projects. Design is something that should bring a calmness in the house. It should make a beautiful, luxurious home a zen space, and this is what we do in the design process.